Hello, beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to your roundup day. Yes, this is Saturday. This is the last day of the readings of which we started last Sunday. And we have the card of fruition and perspective. I like to call this my roundup for the week because I feel like Spirit is telling you, well, here's what we worked on. Here's what you looked at. And here's what you should take away. What you should take away from this is that you'll definitely see the fruits of your labor come to, the word is fruition, right? That's what it means. You put in the hard work and you're going to get the fruit. And it could be at harvest time. It could be later on this year. It could be as early as next month. It could be tomorrow, okay? The reason I say that is you also have the perspective card that's here. And you have somebody hanging on a clock. And it should be, it's almost like to me it should be a scale. But the scale is whatever you put in. You see the magic here. There's nothing happening in the middle. There's just energy. The energy you put in will dictate when. Right? If you put in no work, then stands to reason that unless, lightning hits you, it's not really going to happen. Lightning strikes that situation. It's nothing is going to come of it. So the time and energy that you put in situations, and that's good and bad energy, kind of dictates when the fruit will come. I know most of you have been doing some really good work. I know you have. I feel it in you. And even when the darkness, or should say those dark thoughts take over, you're still there going, I'm going to try again. I'm going to try again. And I'm here to tell you, you're doing fantastically well. Okay? You are doing great. And don't let anybody tell you different, okay? If you stumble, that's fine. If you're having a hard time making decisions, that's fine. But as long as you don't give up. Giving up is one of the things that you never give anything a chance, right? Exactly. You don't let it bloom, you don't give it a chance, you don't get a perspective on it to see if anything in there can work for you. We're going to look at this later on today. Right now we're going to take a look at fruition. I'm going to pull a beautiful gratitude card that I have been. Okay. Let me see here, Pisces. We've been getting a lot of affirmation cards this week. So I wonder if it's going to keep on going on that vein or... All right, so it's taking a bit. That's a good indication, Pisces, of just letting things take the time it needs for them to happen too, as well, right? Rushing and, affirmation is back in. Thank yourself for your amazing ability to change and to embody different states of being. This is part of your personal wisdom. You are never stagnant. Yeah. This happens a lot here if you're new. The cards kind of say what comes right out of my mouth, so which is what it should, right? To be balanced, to be without either peaks or troughs. Do tell me what that is like, see Dale Young. In other words, it's almost like saying, yeah, what it's like not to have peaks and valleys in life. I don't know. If you know, let me know. And it's exactly right. If you remember and remind yourself every single day that you come here to experience the journey, what do you think that's going to do to you? Like you wake up saying, I didn't come here to experience perfection. I came here to experience the gamut of things, the contrast of everything. The things that make me feel great, the things that are not so great, but that can be fixed. Okay? That can be shifted, changed the perspective. Okay? So, there you go, Pisces. Now I'm going to shuffle the tarot. And we're going to start looking at the cards for this reading. I don't know, the apples in her hat looked really good this morning. I would totally eat that. And thank you to everybody who's been inquiring. Yes, I'm getting better every single day. And yes, I did get the dreaded whatever that was. And yeah. But I am here. I'm still here. I asked Spirit for myself if I would be okay. And they said, they gave me the Knight of Swords when I first started. And they said, but it was going to be more like the Knight of Pentacles. So I understood right away that I would want to get better immediately. Like the Knight of Swords, you know, rushing. Okay, got to get back on my feet, got to get it done, and then they said, but it's going to be more like the Knight of Pentacles. In other words, it's like, slow the hell down, Jane. And they were right. They're always right. They're always right. All right. So here we go. I'm going to put these aside for now, my beautiful ones, and let's look at what we're getting. The Fool. Beginnings. Nice. Ace of Disc. Wealth. There's that seed that goes with what's going to be there for you later. Nine of Wands. Resilience. Four of Swords. Rest. Okay. I feel a great release coming, Pisces, with all of this. That when you've done the work, when you've planted the seed, you're gonna gratefully let it go. Okay? You have the word resistance, resilience has come in, perseverance and perspective. Those are important words in your vocabulary these days. Resistance, resilience, perspective, and persistence. Absolutely. They're very, very important right now. You've been working real hard. There's the Nine of Pentacles that is the fruition, but there's the Nine of Wands. That's the one that I won't give up. I'm going to keep trying. They're reminding you, though, that it's important to balance that out with rest. These both at the end are telling you that for every great effort, you also need a moment of rest. It's just the balance that's built between the two, right? Work, sleep, work, sleep. And you're doing this for a reason. Because while you're focused and concentrated on something in particular, you're not really paying attention to anything around you and any new openings, new perspectives, etc. But when you take an equal amount of time to rest, to look around you, to be in nature, to have a laugh, to also go out and be with people, you're bringing in the balance of getting new insight, new energy, restful energy, right? Just like the seed, when you put it and plant it, it goes from the sun to the rain. You need a balance of both. So, this is new. This is looking at how to balance this new energy, okay? Not being about all one or the other. It's about striking that balance so that you could get the most out of your, as they say in French, récolte, harvest at the end of the year. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. The star. The Six of Cups. The Five of Cups. Disappointment. Okay. Actually, I feel like they're saying this is going to be a trail of ups and downs. You're going to do exactly that, Pisces. You're going to follow your dreams. Both of these, you can see, they're both going for it. Her being in water just makes it more relevant to us, right? Because we are water. We're following our true path. We're finally going where we want to go. And that Six of Cups says innocence in it. I feel that at the heart of ourselves, Pisces, we still have an innocent, beautiful human being who wants to experience things as would a child. Sometimes the harsh realities have veered us in a different direction, but at the heart of Pisces is a beautiful, dreamy, imaginative child. And I feel you are desperately needing to reconnect to that. And Spirit really wants you to. Doesn't want you to be disconnected from that person, right? Again, the 5 here, the disappointment card, which is, I do feel it between the rest and the 9 of Wands. The resilience and rest. These cups for me, they don't look like anything but just make sure that you have your time up and your time down to avoid this disappointment. That's all I feel. There needs to be a balance all the time, Pisces. Because you think that working wouldn't bring you disappointment, but it can. If you work at something and then something else and then something else and then something else, I've seen people do it. They can't lock into anything because they're working on everything. And then they lose their course direction. Either that or motivation for it. They're skipping from one thing to another, never letting anything concrete build. And yes, it's wonderful to be bold and try new things, but it's also important to keep the balance within yourself or you lose sight. It's like a workaholic or a restaholic. There's too many of both, right? Too many of both sides is very destructive. Nothing will build. Nothing will gain momentum. Judgment. King of Swords, authority. The King of Swords is all about seeing the big picture. So when your nose is too close to a situation, they're telling you, make sure that you look above. Make sure that you're seeing everything from a bigger standpoint, a higher standpoint, up on the mountain. You get a full vantage of what you're looking at. The Judgment card says, make sure that you're reviewing your life. You're seeing where the imbalances are and working towards focusing your compass where it needs to go. That's what I feel. I feel like the needle of a compass there. You always like going back to true north of yourself. And you'll know. You'll feel like you're veering off somewhere and you're going, this is not exactly what I'm doing. We're doing that our entire lives, but some of us have gotten so far off track that we're missing it. I think that sometimes age helps this. For myself, I have found that does help. But you can do it at any age. And the younger you start getting this type of wisdom and understanding the balance, instead of reproaching yourself the need to sometimes unplug and sometimes replug, and not being so harsh on yourself, not letting the mind convince you otherwise. You're helping yourself grow. Yes, he is the king of air, but he's the king. So he has honed his skills. He knows that looking around first gives him power because it makes him an observer. And with observing, he gets knowledge of situations. He gets opportunities that others do not. There's that strength card we've been looking for all week. And remember that courage is one of the most important things that you can have and hold on to at this time. She, again, like the beginning, and very much, she's very related to this lady. Look at this, you guys. Unbelievable, okay? You don't need to see with the eyes. You need to see with your energy. You need to feel it if it's right. You'll feel it. Have you ever heard that? I'll feel it in my bones. If you get to feel it in your bones, then you'll know you're going in the right direction, Pisces. Absolutely. Okay, so let's take a bigger look here. All right, beautiful ones. You have such an awesome journey in front of you. We all do. We always do. You've opted for new. Not only that, you've opted for you. There's a lot of strength down this row. A lot of strength. Beautiful knowledge and understanding of what is, right? I love the way that she is just contemplating, like, let me see, like that King of Swords, let me look. Even this King of Swords, you see, he's like perusing, right? He's looking. There's a lot of observing and getting some great insight. Where is this going? What am I not seeing? What are the nuances? But you're accumulating all of this knowledge. And this knowledge is going to serve you well because you're feeding it to your energy, and your energy is coming back and going, that's good. That can be better. That can be dismissed. You have the Judgment working for you because you're going on energy. I love this new journey, and I love my new journey, and I'm discerning what's good, what's going to help me. You're holding on to that beautiful Six of Cups energy, that thing that's inside of you that's innocent and beautiful. Now important is the rest. Very important to you is the rest. You do have the Five of Cups here. Being aware that on the journey there's going to be bumps, bruises, things are going to happen. But we've been talking all week about how that applies to you. Everything you are and everything you go through in life adds to the flavor and the savor of your life. It adds to the tool chest, the way that you handle things, realizing what you want, what you don't want. A long time ago I talked about a white room. If you stood in a completely white room with white walls, with no contrast whatsoever, you wouldn't know anything else, and it wouldn't be as interesting to find the light or the white or anything in anything, because you wouldn't know the contrast of darkness. You wouldn't know what a dark room feels like. You wouldn't know what darkness feels like. So don't be so fast to diss the darkness, because it makes us appreciate the light. That's the point to all of this, always. That's the point to the journey we're on and the planet we live on. We chose this journey. This is a planet of lessons, a planet of contrast. We get to feel, touch, and experience everything. Right now, you're in a process of making something big happen. Don't defeat yourself before you begin, and trust. Trust in the energy you feel within you. All right, Pisces, I'm going to let you go. We're going to come back with perspective later. Thank you so much for being here. I'm sending you love, light, and blessings.